All right, I'll cut the intro music a little short. Sorry about that 10-second late start, but actually live stream, the streaming software I use for YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Twitch, took an update. But man, cool stuff. First of all, livestream.com, they're a private company, but I tell you, I always, on the daily briefing, I like to bring you stuff that I support, that I wear all my Black Rifle coffee shirts. If you need some coffee, buy some Black Rifle coffee. I don't give out any affiliate links or any of that. But my point is, if you're looking for a streaming solution, livestream.com is awesome. Awesome. Great support, great product, etc. That being said, I had to install an update, but so it pains me to be 10 seconds late. All right, that being said, Kelly B, man, K-E-L-Y-B, just an example of, it's just, I know I say this practically every webinar, it's like, it just can't get wilder, They announced some new CEO. Well, I don't even know what the news is here. I mean, the stock's halted 75 times. I'm exaggerating. You can't trade Kelly B, okay? Please don't try and trade it. My point is, it's just an example of why I start practically every webinar saying it's the wildest market we've ever seen. All right, let's get to work on the daily briefing. Some stuff I've been focusing on. Number one, how cool is this? You guys know I talk about the golden age and aerospace. I'm very bullish space, but you guys know I'm bullish startups. I'm bullish space. Whether it be military travel, commercial travel, individual travel, vacation travel, the new frontier. I've wrote about this a lot. You guys know I'm in love with the golden age of capitalism, the post-war boom, the space race. If I had a time machine, I'd go back to the 50s and the 60s because the aerospace boom, the automotive boom. Many of you know I'm in Michigan. Back in the 50s and the 60s, Detroit was the Silicon Valley of the world, in the 50s and 60s. I mean, you think about Silicon Valley now, where all the technology and all the innovation and all the design, architecture. I mean, read about, I've got a stack of books over there. Read Michigan Modern and Where Today Meets Tomorrow, okay? Anyway, that being said, a startup just won a contract to develop an Air Force One jet that could travel at Mach 5. It's amazing. It's amazing the world we live in. Cool stuff. It's a military.com article. Check it out. Wild stuff. It's just incredible the world we live in. So, other themes we're looking at, as always, we don't talk politics here, okay? You can ignore the headline, okay? I don't talk politics. I don't talk religion. We talk business, finance, trade opportunities. Simple fact is the administration is looking at a capital gains tax cut. Why? We know what's the why behind a capital gains tax cut. Hey, maybe. And remember, I don't care what party, I don't care who you want to vote for, who you voted for. None of that here. We're completely impartial here. But hey, if you're president, you're trying to get elected, maybe you juice the stock market a little bit with a capital gains tax cut. I mean, if I was president trying to get reelected, let's cut some capital gains. Let's pump that stock market up into November, baby. So it is what it is. Whether you agree or disagree, the market's going to freaking love a capital gains tax cut, man. I mean, that's like just going to the stock. I mean, it's like if you're president and you go to the stock market and you're like, hey, Mr. Stock Market, what would you like me to do for you today? Is there anything I can do for you, Mr. Stock Market? Mr. Stock Market would be like, yeah, why don't you cut capital gains for me? So anyway, other things we're looking at. You guys know I'm a big fan of innovators, billionaires, etc. Nice to see all this hiring going on in New York State. I mean, I know there's a lot of people leaving New York State right now. Great to see, Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan, Bezos, Amazon looking to hire 100,000 New Yorkers. Again, to me, this is bullish stock market as well. Why does my Instagram keep trying to go to sleep? If Instagram keeps trying to go to sleep, I apologize. I don't know. Sometimes, I think when I use the forward-facing camera on the lives, it tries to go to sleep. So anyway, other things we're looking at, electric vehicles. Talk about it every single day. Awesome to see Africa's first electric bus plant will industrialize Uganda while fighting pollution. Hey, African continent, one of the most polluted, because of the fact of, non-emissions compliant vehicles. There's bad regulation. What's a great way to improve air quality? Electric vehicles. I mean, to me, I like to look at the second and third order effects of this stuff. Okay? So you might be like, oh, okay, electric vehicles in Africa, oh, great, less pollution. But when I'm talking about second and third order effects, what I'm looking at is what happens to, sickness levels. How many kids aren't going to school because they're sick because of poor air quality? How many people are missing work, maybe getting fired because of poor air quality? What does that do to innovation? What does that do to growth? If your kids are sick because of crappy air quality, you can't innovate. You can't build your business. You can't invent stuff. If you got sick kids or you're sick, I love the idea of the explosion of electric vehicles to make people healthier. You got to be healthy to innovate. You got to be healthy to improve your economy. And I mean, this is awesome. Just so excited. And it's mass transit. So not only is it improving the air quality, it's now mass transit. Because, I mean, listen, the average citizen in Uganda will probably not, right now, would probably not be able to afford a new EV, okay? I mean, listen, the run-of-the-mill citizen in Uganda isn't buying a Tesla right now. But if there's electric buses that are improving the air quality, mass transit, now he or she can again get to work, get the kids to school, get them educated, build your business, and then, I mean, obviously you guys know I'm Mr. Crazy Capitalist. I mean, what's the best way to improve things? Capitalism. Put people to work, Work is why humans were put on the earth, okay? Creating things, innovating. That's what humans are best at. Work. That's what you're here to do. Not watch Netflix, okay? There's a reason I do 5 webinars a day. I'm here to work. So, if you want a short idea, I've been talking about this one a lot. Short the cruise lines. We got some news of this Russian vaccine this morning. I am very, very, very dubious of Russia actually having a vaccine. I joked about it this morning. Vladimir Putin, if you're on this live stream, please don't put a hit out on me. But I mean, did Vladimir Putin's daughter actually get a working coronavirus vaccine? I'm very dubious. The cruise lines gapped up this morning on that news. I mean, no trade's guaranteed. No trade thesis is guaranteed. But if you can short dying cruise lines based on the fact that Russia might have a coronavirus vaccine, I think you got a pretty solid trade thesis right there. Last thing I want to talk about is another one that I have been, another theme that I've been talking about a lot. A great Wall Street Journal article this morning on Dawn Ostroff. Meet the woman who got Joe Rogan and Michelle Obama to Spotify. You guys know I've been very bullish Spotify. I'm a huge consumer of podcasts. I'm a producer of podcasts. This daily briefing will go out in podcast form. But the biggest point I want to make is I've been very bullish Spotify for months now, and the thing I want you to look at is more and more of these subscription-based content companies. I think, and this is a theme I've talked about, I think people are sick of the ad-driven model, okay? I am fed up with the ad-driven model of news and media, okay? Because think about how the ad-based media works. It's outrage. It's fear, okay? One of the biggest reasons I decided to start doing these daily briefings is I got sick of the non-stop fear-mongering, okay? And listen, CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, they all do it. They may spread different fear, but all they do is fear-monger to try and get you to click those stupid banner ads or to get the ad presentations. They get paid if you look at the ad, whether or not you click on it. And I'm fed up with that model because that model has exploded because of the fear-mongering. I will gladly pay $10 a month for Spotify to get curated content that is sincere, that is well-researched, okay? I would gladly pay $10 a month for some, scientist's podcast that's not driven by ads because I don't know, okay? This guy might still be biased. But if he's not being driven by fear and ads, I think the higher likelihood of getting good information is out there. So Spotify's been pulling back the last couple weeks, basing in the 250s. I would start looking for that kind of base, and then a perk off of that for a grind higher. And I'm telling you, if you're looking to, improve your view of the world, not trying to spend your money, but I think free content. Of course, I'm doing free content. Yes, this is free, but there's no ads. I mean, there's no ads popping up right now. Avoid the ad-driven stuff. They're gaming you, okay? And whether or not you invest in Spotify or you use Spotify or any other paid content service, know how the game works. Realize that they're using your amygdala, your lizard brain, to make money. Don't be pawned, okay? So, all right, everyone. Looking for another idea I really like into the afternoon is the SRNE red to green. This stock flirted with red to green a little while ago. One of the most heavily shorted stocks out there. Keep an eye if it gets there. Market a little choppy today. I think we were due for a little bit of a slowdown. So, kind of quiet here midday. I don't have a ton of ideas, but we had a wild couple weeks. It's not unusual to kind of get a slow Tuesday. So don't overtrade. Look for the best setups. Check out the Steady Trade team. There's a new podcast out today over at steadytrade.com. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 8:30. And I apologize on Instagram. I don't know why my phone keeps going to sleep. So, all right. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.